Whoa, it's dark. Sorry about that, guys. I do not get that. See, the light's right on me. What the hell? It's so dark in here. Why is it so dark in here? Doesn't seem like it's that dark to me.
Because of the weather.
Oh, anyway, what's up, guys? It's James here with 420 Overlook. I haven't uploaded a video in a while. My brother's been doing it, but that's because he took over all the editing. Because I can't edit worth of shit, and right now I can't get over to his house, and he can't get over here to my house, so we can't. It would do no good for me to shoot a video and him edit it. But I've decided to blow that off. I'm just gonna shoot it and upload it anyway. And he can bitch at me for it later. Anyway, I want to talk about the government and how they've been talking about threatening a crackdown, but their presence has been, absent. Even though they've been talking all this junk, and I don't know why. I think it has something to do with the fact that 71% of Americans, or I'm sorry, 82% of Americans are in favor of marijuana legalization, and 71% of Americans say that they would. I can't remember the word. Anyway, they would have a severe reaction to a crackdown. 71% of Americans. That's a lot of people. Would definitely go into protest over a crackdown. So that could have something to do with it for sure. But the Trump administration has threatened, I don't know how many times, to come in and shut down every recreational marijuana dispensary and only leave the medical ones. Which don't make sense at all. But, a lot of things people say don't make sense. What I've noticed and what I've discovered from all my research is Republicans are against legalization of marijuana, even though it's been proven that the tax revenue generated from it would be insanely beneficial. Democrats, on the other hand, however, are normally, sorry for that, guys. I didn't mean to cut part of my face out. I was trying to do something. Democrats, however, are in favor most of the time. So you got two parties that disagree, as usual. But one of the parties has the office. Doesn't really matter. Nothing's getting done anyway. I mean, we're not seeing more pot shops popping up in other states that don't already have it, so kind of the production's been halted as far as the assimilation of other states. But another thing I want to talk about is marijuana accessories. Those sales are just taking off, and the reason for that is because small mom and pop marijuana accessory shops are doing things that larger commercialized marijuana shops don't want to do because
Love you.
Love you too. Because of the laws. And they're huge, they're big, they're commercial, and they want to get involved in the politics of it. So because of that, they're actually creating jobs and revenue for small mom and pops able to get started and get the wheels up off the ground and make a large amount of revenue really fast. That's good. That's great. That's what marijuana is supposed to be doing, guys. It's supposed to be helping people's cash flow, and the people that's not in the business of selling it or anything that has to do with it and just smoking it, it's supposed to help them too, man. It's supposed to help them with their pain, their stress, their PTSD, things like that. Marijuana, if anybody sees this, which I don't know how many views this is going to get, me and my brothers, we ramped down our uploads. The reason for that, guys, is we've been hitting a lot of turbulence in our family lately. I had a dog of 17 years die. We've had him, I think 17 years, maybe 15 years, doesn't matter. That's a really long time. He passed lately. My mom and dad's not been doing good health-wise. I'm healing up. Look, can y'all see that? I'm just in a brace now. My ankle's getting better. So, our popularity's been on a decline, but this whole channel is about getting the message out there and being positive about this and focusing on the positivity of marijuana, not the negativity, because there's really not much negativity to be focused on. Or we would discuss that. We're not just here trying to show all the good and none of the bad, make it seem like there's no negative. There are some, I'm sure. When we discover them, we'll post videos on that. But like right now, we're trying to get this channel up off the ground. We feel like more people need to see and hear what we have to say, because we're separating the myth from the fact and letting people know the truth. So we would really appreciate it, guys, if we only have 14 subscribers right now. And if you guys that's been showing us this awesome support lately, and I thank you so much. In fact, our Texas video, legalizing weed in Texas, I checked today, I think it has like 183 views. For us, a small YouTube channel like that, that's amazing. And I mean, in 1 month's time. And we would really appreciate it if you guys would share these videos and help us get out there a little more, by sharing us on your social media platforms, telling other people about us. Just try to help grow the channel, and we'll definitely show the love back. I mean, we do have, plans to be sharing our marijuana growth with our viewers that show us love and support. We really appreciate that, guys. I mean, just a little bit of love we've been shown so far. We really appreciate that. But anyway, I want to talk a little bit more about this because me and my brother made earlier videos that talked about the government crackdown and them getting tough on marijuana. And we expressed concern then, but we also said that we didn't think that nothing would come of it, that the revenue generated from tax from it is too powerful to ignore. And this only kind of solidifies that. I definitely agree with what we had previously stated, even more so now. There's a reason why they keep threatening it, but don't do it. Like, I think they're against it. They don't want it here, but they really like that money, and they don't want to turn loose of it, and they don't want to snip a source of revenue in the bud, so to speak. And once again, guys, I cannot say enough. One of the reasons that 71% of Americans would have negative backlash towards a government crackdown would be, you are still, I'm speaking to the government right now, if I could address that, it would be, they are still allowing alcohol and tobacco sales, which are the two most lethal drugs on the planet. More people die from tobacco and alcohol every year than they do things like cocaine, methamphetamine, and heroin overdoses. So statistically, alcohol and tobacco is worse than illicit street drugs. Even the heavy ones, like I said, marijuana. I mean, I didn't mean to say that. Methamphetamine and heroin, things like that. So, yeah, until you're ready to put the kibosh on fucking alcohol sales and tobacco sales, they need to really leave marijuana alone and just go ahead and federally legalize that shit, man. It's going to generate more revenue than you know what to do with. That's one. It will help this country and their debt problem. I mean, I'm not just saying that. I'm being serious as a motherfucking heart attack. It will significantly help. Maybe just end it completely. Put us ahead of the game, so to speak, as far as other countries are concerned. Because we're not the only ones, guys. Every country is suffering from debt right now. Every fucking one of them. Japan, China, all of them. Except maybe North Korea. And that's not because they're better than us. But anyway, we're not going to get into politics. This channel is not about politics. It's about what marijuana can do, what it does do for people, and how it helps. And, I don't feel that they should ever put the kibosh on marijuana, whether it's medical or recreational, until they're ready to shut down alcohol and tobacco sales. And I hate to be this guy, but part of me thinks that they're not going to ever do that. And the reason why is because tobacco causes cancer, which generates revenue for doctors. You have to have medical treatment, you get cancer, you get sick. So, and that's bullshit if that's the case, because I mean, what the fuck? I mean, we're really going to be those people? As human beings, we've become so advanced, we've gotten to a point now to where, that's what we do now? We try to make money off of other people's hardship and disease and sickness. That's fucked up, and we don't want to put nothing out there on the market to get help with that, because that's less revenue that's generating. That's fucked up to even look at it that way. Marijuana will make that revenue up and then some. Fuck tobacco sales. Fuck medical treatment caused from tobacco use. Marijuana will generate enough revenue to make up for that you lose, and then some. It's really elementary, people. And so I feel that there's 71% of Americans now that would have a negative outlook against a government crackdown on marijuana. 71% of Americans right now. That's all it is. Just 71% of people that would protest it and really not like that, and maybe even turn violent. That's a lot of people. Like I said, that's a lot of Americans. But guess what, guys? That's 71% today. And in a few months, it's going to be more. And in a few months after that, it'll be more. And a few months after that, it'll be more. Most people, I'm not saying everyone, because you still got your old timers, your old school people that's just stone cold, dead set on it's bad, it's a drug, we're not going to ever support it. And they're going to always be that way. I used to be that guy. I'm ex-law enforcement, and I used to be that guy. But then my mom got cancer, and chemo radiation was helping, but it was also causing just as much damage as it was helping. Then I saw my mom use marijuana, and she was able to have a decent quality of life without having to throw up every time she thought about food, looked at food, or tasted food. She was able to be somewhat pain-free when, from the cancer and the radiation, what it caused. I mean, it literally, guys, put blisters in the inside of her fucking throat and mouth. She couldn't fucking talk for a year. And marijuana helped with that. What I'm saying is, guys, I mean, that would be a long story if I got into it. I've seen the magic that marijuana was able to work on my mom with stage 4 lung cancer, small cell carcinoma. And, anyone that doesn't want to support it or don't want to support me in this channel, that's fine. I don't give a shit. Because I got millions and millions and millions and millions of other people that are backing me, and I can afford to lose one or two. But don't sit there and disrespect my opinion for it, because you wasn't there every day and you didn't see it work like I did. You didn't get to have to see your mom going through hellacious fucking trauma and sickness and pain. Not all cancers hurt, guys. Some do. Okay? Some do. Breast cancer kills more women in this world every year, and in this country every year, than small cell carcinoma, which is a lung cancer. But I've done my research, guys. Let me explain something to y'all. It's a more common cancer. It's not a more deadly cancer. Small cell carcinoma is by far more deadly and more dangerous than breast cancer, and it's just not as common. And it hurts because not all cancers are treated with the same chemo. There's different types of chemo for different types of cancer. The chemo for small cell carcinoma is an extremely potent, aggressive, and powerful chemo. Compared to what they use to treat breast cancer, it's like comparing a common cold to pneumonia. Okay? So, don't... All I'm saying is if you've seen what I saw, what marijuana did, and also, not to mention, it battled the cancer. My mom, a lot of the success she's had at fighting this cancer, because it can't be cured. It's one of those cancers that, breast cancer can be cured. It can go into remission, and it can go away. It can be beat. Small cell carcinoma cannot be beat. It's one of those that just... It won't go away. It's never going to go away. It can't go into remission. It will never go into remission. It's one of those that cannot be beat. There's never been a case in recorded history of that, and there's not going to be. So, the marijuana helped get it. It went from a tumor that stretched from her neck all the way down into her stomach. It shrunk it all the way into a 5 millimeter nodule. And a lot of that success and a lot of that has to do with, you know, the use of marijuana and cannabis. It helped a lot, guys. So anyway, I thought I'd just, this video is already 15 minutes. I'm sorry to keep you guys so long. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share these videos and share this channel with everyone you know on your social media platforms. Don't be afraid to let people know that, you know, you're in support of marijuana. It's not a bad thing, guys. It's not bad. It's a very good thing. I've seen a lot of really respected names that are in politics and that are famous be pro marijuana and support it and use it. So don't be ashamed of that, guys. But anyway, that's it for this video. I'm probably gonna upload it just like it is. I don't want my brother to get too mad at me. But I might send it over to him for editing. I don't know. Probably just upload it though. Hopefully he won't get too upset. Stay tuned for the next video, guys. Peace.